Good afternoon and welcome back to Stan Slack Field here in beautiful Sarnia, Ontario, as we are all set for game number 2 on the day here at Errol Russell Park in the 2026 CABC Goldbat Invitational Tournament. The game this afternoon will feature the visiting team for this game, the Waterloo Tigers, taking on the home team for this game, the Windsor Stars. Here are the starting lineups for both teams. First for Waterloo, leading off and playing center field, number 27, Sean Skorupski. Batting second, playing right field, number 12, Justin Skorupski. Batting third and playing first base, number 33, Jack Symington. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 47, Klaus Appelvich. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 39, Sean Alp. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 4, Griffin Lushishin. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 1, Cam Baker. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 15, Julian Russell. And batting ninth, the catcher, number 28, Brady Hall. Doing the pitching this afternoon for the Waterloo Tigers is right-hander number 30, Carson Hepburn. The starting lineup for the Windsor Stars, leading off and playing right field, number 10, Noah Renault. Batting second, the third baseman, number 13, Alec Boucher. Batting third, the DH, number 6, Jake Lumley. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 12, Rowan Glasgow. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 14, Colin Robinson. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 16, Carter Ray. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 17, Josh Anderson. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 21, Jeremy Orton. And batting ninth, the catcher, number 5, Jesse Moffat. The starting pitcher this afternoon for the Windsor Stars is number 20, right-hander Josh Shepley. We're about 2 minutes away from kicking things off here at the field. We're so happy you've taken the time to join us here this afternoon. We'll keep an eye on the other games that are happening during this time slot as well. There are 3 other games that are happening across 3 different locations here in Sarnia and surrounding area. So we'll keep you updated, but if you are looking and you have a Game Changer account, all those games are being scored on Game Changer. You should be able to find scores on there as well. We'll take a short break and be right back for opening pitch in a couple of minutes. Looks like we are just about ready to go as Josh Shepley has finished up his warm-up pitches. Center fielder Sean Skorupski going to dig in here for the Tigers. Here's the opening pitch, and we are underway as that one is fouled back into the backstop for strike 1. 1:09 is our announced start time. The reason for the announcement: teams have 2.5 hours to play the games. There's no new inning after 2:15. As that pitch misses for ball 1. Count even now, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Shepley. That one misses just up for a ball. 2-1 now the count. Good pitch there from Shepley as the swing from Skorupski misses that one for strike 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one fouled back into the backstop. So as we said off the top, we have 2 other games happening in this time slot. No game at Eric McKenzie Field in Courtright. At Blackwell, it is the Thornhill Reds taking on the Milton Red Sox. The Skorupski down on strikes for the first out here in the top of the first. So that will bring up the right fielder, Justin Skorupski. So at Blackwell Park, it is the Thornhill Reds 0-1 taking on the Milton Red Sox, who are 1-0 after a win over these Waterloo Tigers last night. And out at Morrison Field in Petrolia, it is the Tecumseh Thunder taking on last year's national qualifying champions, the Leaside Leafs. That one is fouled into the netting and just out of play. So Shepley up 0-2 here on the right fielder, Justin Skorupski. Here's the pitch. That one fouled straight back and out of play. So the count here still 0-2. Here's the pitch from Shepley. That fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. And Shepley has a pair of strikeouts here to open this one now with 2 outs in the top of the first. That is going to bring up the first baseman for today's game, Jack Symington. Symington is the reigning Coba Major League MVP from last year. That first pitch in there from right-hander Josh Shepley for strike 1. Another good pitch there from Shepley. Looked like a little bit of a cutter. Swung through and missed for strike 2. That first pitch in there. So quickly 0-2 here on Symington. Shep working quick here as the 0-2 sign. That one hit towards second base. Great diving play there. Throw on to first. Picked up by Colin Robinson. Great play there by Carter Reyes. He went full extension to get that ball. Throws it on to Colin Robinson at first. And the Waterloo Tigers are down in order here in the top of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on base. The score after 1/2 inning of play. It is the Waterloo Tigers, no score, with the Windsor Stars coming to bat in the bottom of the first inning. Just underway here from Stan Slack Field in our second of 4 featured games today. As Carson Hepburn going to trot out to the mound for his warm-up pitches. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back for the bottom of the first. Stay tuned. So we're all set here for the bottom of the first inning as right fielder Noah Renault are going to lead things off for the Windsor Stars. They'll be followed by the third baseman Alec Boucher. Designated hitter Jake Lumley due up third. All against right-hander Carson Hepburn, who is in his first season with the Waterloo Tigers. That ball belted to right field. It's going to send the right fielder Skorupski back, but he camps under that, makes the catch. And on one pitch, Noah Renault is retired for the first out. Hepburn may look familiar to baseball fans across Ontario, as he did play a few years with the Newmarket Hawks, including a trip to the Nationals back in 2024 when the Hawks won the national qualifier. So Hepburn makes his way to Waterloo this year. His work has taken him into the area. Of note, as that curveball drops in for strike one to Alec Boucher. Hepburn did play his OUA baseball at the University of Waterloo as well, so a little bit of the connection there too between the two. That ball fouled into the backstop for strike two. Boucher, another familiar face. He was the MVP of this tournament last year, the top hitter for his team last year when they dropped the final to the Sarnia Brigade 5-2. That curveball in the dirt, blocked up by the catcher Brady Hall. So the count now, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gonna have to be a little bit sharper this game. Our scoreboard operator isn't here as that pitch misses inside for a ball. 2-2 now the count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Slider that's going to miss outside for a ball. Fills the count now 3-2. After a very scorching hot start to this day. It's kind of cooled off here a little bit at the park now. A little bit of a breeze coming through. Still pretty humid, but certainly not as hot as it was this morning. Is that pitch going to miss inside for ball 4? Boucher going to make his way to first with the 1-out walk. And that's going to bring up the hero from yesterday's game, Jake Lumley. Had the game-winning hit against the Thornhill Reds in their 5-4 victory in their tournament opener. So Boucher with the lead from first. Here's the first pitch to Lumley. Fastball that sails up and away for ball 1. Long look over. Here's the pitch. That one just misses up and in a bit for ball 2. Lumley back with the Stars this year after taking a year off last year. I'm sure Coach Ron Smith very happy to have him back in his order. 2-0 pitch to Lumley. Fastball swung on and missed for strike 1. Count now 2 balls, 1 strike. And Alec Boucher, the runner at first, he reached via a walk. He takes the lead. There he goes to second. That ball swung on and missed by Lumley. The throw to second, not in time. That is a stolen base for Alec Boucher. And the Windsor Stars threatening here in the bottom of the first inning. They have a runner in scoring position here with less than 2 outs. Count 2-2 here on Lumley. Hepburn comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball fouled into the screen. Rowan Glasgow saunters out to pick that up. He waits on deck. Another 2-2 pitch. That one going to miss outside for a ball. Count now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hepburn with his sign. Here's the pitch. That one in off the hands, hit towards second base. It's going to drop. Play made there by Sean Elp. Very close play at first, but Lumley out by just a little bit, not much. So because the ball was kind of popped up in the air, Alec Boucher had to hold his spot at second base. Now have a pair of outs here for the Stars. That's going to bring up the left fielder, number 12, Rowan Glasgow, for his first look at Carson Hepburn. No score here as we play in the bottom of the first, just underway in our second feature game here from Stan Slack Field. Is that slider in on the hands? That one lined right back, and Hepburn fields his position, able to make the play. And that is all for the Stars here in the bottom of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no Waterloo errors. One runner left on base for the Stars. We are through an inning here at Stan Slack Field in beautiful Sarnia, Ontario. The score, the Windsor Stars 0, the Waterloo Tigers 0. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with the top of the second inning just after a short break. All right, we're back for the second inning. Sorry, a little bit of a washroom break there. Good slider from Shepley as that one looked like it dropped in, but called high. 4, 5, 6 due up here for the Tigers. Klaus Appelvich, the batter right now. Second baseman Sean Alp waits on deck. That ball popped down the right field line. It is going to stay in play. Could be trouble here. That one is going to drop fair. Alpovich with the big turnaround first. He's going to put on the brakes there as Noah Renault looked ready to come up gunning to second base. I will say the chirps coming from the Waterloo bench have been pretty good so far. All directed towards their own team, obviously. They're certainly not afraid to make fun of each other. So the leadoff man aboard here in the top of the second is Sean Alps, ropes that one to left field. That is going to get over the head of the left fielder, Rowan Glasgow, and off the base of the fence. Big throw in from the outfield. As that is a double for Sean Alp. So just like that, Waterloo with a bit of a rally going here as they now have second and third with nobody out. It's going to be the designated hitter, Griffin Lashishin, making his way to the plate. First pitch from Shepley is a called strike to Lashishin. So no balls, one strike to count here as Lushishin digs back in against right-hander Josh Shepley. Here's the pitch. Slider swung on and missed for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. That ball punched foul and out of play. Over by one of the few houses here around the park. I certainly don't envy the Sarnia Brigade with their baseball budget, as it is pretty tight quarters here. I'm sure they go through quite a few baseballs in the season as time's called at the plate. So I believe the count here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sean Alp at second, Klaus Appelvich at third. That ball hit on the hands. Appelvich going to hold his position at third. Good play there from Carter Ray as he flips it on to Colin Robinson at first. And there is now 1 out here in the top of the second. So the infield for the Stars kind of playing about medium depth. I noticed Josh Anderson at short and a little bit on the edge of the grass. Colin Robinson in the cutout as well as Cam Baker, the third baseman, going to step in for Waterloo. First pitch to him, fastball that sails inside for ball 1. So 1-0 the count. A fastball from Shepley going to miss upstairs for ball 2. Two 2-0 the count here on Baker. No score in this one as we play in the top of the second. That ball hit hard on the ground. Going to get past the diving Josh Anderson into left field. Sean Elp going to get the wave. The throw going to go up the left field line. That is a 2-run single for Cam Baker. And the Waterloo Tigers strike first in this one as they grab a quick 2-0 lead. On the 2-run single from Cam Baker, he did advance to second there on the throw from the outfield that went up the third baseline a little bit. Throw on Glasgow tried to throw out Sean Alp at the plate. So Julian Russell, the shortstop, going to step in now as he takes a hack at the first pitch. That's going to go down the right field line. That will drop just foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Shepley. Slider that drops in there for strike 2. Very quickly, Shepley ahead in this at bat, 0-2. O2 pitch from Shepley. Fastball fouled into the netting. Russell able to keep himself alive. That ball popped over in foul ball territory. Colin Robinson able to make the catch. Big out there for Josh Shepley as Colin Robinson able to make the catch there. So 2 outs now. Runner still at second base. The number 9 hitter, catcher Brady Hall steps in. He lines one up the middle off the glove of Shepley. Off to the shortstop. Flips on to first, picks it up. And Brady Hall is called out at first. I think he was just testing the umpire there, see if he's paying attention. So that is a 1-4-3 put out to end the top of the second inning, but not before the Waterloo Tigers are able to break the goose egg on the board. They get 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no Stars errors. There was 1 runner left on base. The score after 1.5 innings of play, it is the Waterloo Tigers 2, the Windsor Stars no score. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back for action here in the bottom of the second inning. Stay tuned. So we do have a couple other games going on during this time slot, as well as our live action we have you streaming here. Out at Morrison Field in Petrolia, it is the Tecumseh Thunder and Leaside Leafs playing their game out there. Currently in the bottom of the third inning, it is 11-2 for Leaside over Tecumseh. And at Blackwell, it is the Thornhill Reds taking on the Milton Red Sox. They are also in the bottom of the third. It is the Thornhill Reds currently leading that game by a score of 5-3. And the one game we couldn't update because it was still going on when we went off the air from our first round, the Newmarket Hawks end up squeaking out a 4-3 victory over the Ilderton River Hawks. So both of those teams moved to 1-1. And we'll get everything updated on the website as we go after this game. So back to live action here. We're in the bottom of the second with first baseman Colin Robinson coming up to the plate. He takes the pitch inside for a ball. Second baseman Carter Ray waits on deck. And due up third this inning is the shortstop Josh Anderson. Here's the pitch from right-hander Carson Hepburn. Big swing there from Colin Robinson. He comes up empty on that one for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch. Good-looking fastball there from Carson Hepburn. Finds the zone for strike 2. Evens the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He has his sign here from Brady Hall. Here's the pitch. That one popped up just behind the plate here. It is going to come back towards us, and it is out of play. So Robinson keeps himself alive here with the 2-2 count. Hepburn with his sign and comes set. Here's the pitch. Fouled into the netting. So Robinson keeps himself alive. Still 2-2 here for the count. 2-0 Waterloo early in this one, or just in the bottom of the second. If you're joining us on our live stream, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate the support. If you're watching and you have the ability to be able to shoot us a message, you can use our chat function. Would love to know where you're watching from. Usually have lots of folks watching from around the province of Ontario, but I know in past years we've had a few people chime in from across the province or across the country as well, which is awesome. Full count pitch to Robinson. That misses outside after a very lengthy at bat. Robinson draws the leadoff walk. And Windsor has a man aboard here to start off the home half of the second. That's going to bring up Windsor's second baseman Carter Ray. First pitch from Hepburn. Fastball in the outside corner, called strike one. Robinson with his lead from first. 0-1 pitch belted down the left field line, but foul. Just in front of third base coach Buzz Morris in the third base coach's box. Pretty good matchup here today. Two teams that went very deep at the national qualifying tournament last year. The Waterloo Tigers were a top 5 team. The Windsor Stars dropped a heartbreaker to the Etobicoke Rangers on Sunday night, 3-1, as they finished in third place, just narrowly missing a berth at the Nationals. So that slider misses upstairs from Carson Hepburn. Here's the pitch. Fastball that misses up and away for a ball. Evens the count now, 2-2. Robinson the lead from first. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Hepburn. Fastball, that's called strike 3 on the outside corner. So Ray down on strikes for the first out here in the bottom of the second. That's going to bring up the Stars shortstop for today, Josh Anderson. Fastball that's going to miss the outside corner for ball one. Colin Robinson takes his lead from first. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Anderson. That's going to skip back to the backstop. So Robinson makes his way to second base. That will be a wild pitch charge to Carson Hepburn. Hepburn going to step off. Looked like he had something fly into his eye there. Hepburn back on the mound here. Here's the pitch. That fastball going to find the outside corner for strike one. Here's the pitch. In on the hands, popped up behind the plate. That is going to stay in play. And the catch made there by catcher Brady Hall. That one looked like it might have hurt a little bit as he took a pretty good bump into the brick backstop here behind the plate. Pitcher Carson Hepburn very appreciative of his catcher's effort there. So 2 outs now as Anderson pops out to the catcher. That's going to bring up the center fielder, Jeremy Orton. First pitch to Orton is swung on and missed for strike one. Oof. Foul ball off the mask of Brady Hall. A little bit of a rough inning here for the Tigers backstop. Took a pretty good bump into the wall back here. Takes a pretty good line drive off the mask. So Umpy going to go for a walk there. Give him a second to reset. Count now 0-2 here for center fielder Jeremy Orton. Oh, 2 pitch fastball that just misses the outside corner for ball one. Interesting to look through the Stars lineup this year. We talked about their tournament last year at the National Qualifier, had a pretty good run there. They pretty much returned the same roster. You add in a Jake Lumley to that lineup, as that pitch misses inside for a ball. Certainly the Stars are going to be right up there as a contender again this year at that tournament, as well as the Waterloo team, who has had a pretty good season so far in the Coba Major League, currently with a 9-2-1 record. So certainly two teams that you could see on Sunday and Monday at the tournament coming up on the August long weekend. 2-2 pitch from Hepburn. Little check swing back to Hepburn. He makes the play, flips to first. And that is all for the Stars here in the home half of the second inning. They get no runs on no hits. There were no Waterloo errors. And the Stars leave a runner at second base. The score after 2 complete innings of play: it remains the Waterloo Tigers 2, the Windsor Stars no score. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for the top of the third inning. Stay tuned. Second day action at the 2026 CABC Gold Bat Tournament. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time. We'll be right back after a short break. So just about ready for the top of the third inning here. We do have a couple of updates from our other 2 games happening right now out at Morrison Field in Petrolia. The Leaside Leafs have certainly brought their bats to the field today. They currently lead that game over the Tecumseh Thunder by a score of 16-2 as they play in the top of the fourth. Meanwhile, at Blackwell, here in Sarnia, the Milton Red Sox have battled back in that game. They are currently tied 5-5 with the Thornhill Reds. So we'll keep an eye on both those games for you. There's no game at Courtright this round, but we'll certainly keep an eye out for those 2 games, as well as our live action that we have here in our featured game between the Windsor Stars and the Waterloo Tigers. As leadoff man Sean Skorupski going to lead things off here as he tries to bunt. He comes up empty on that for a strike, and it looks like Moffat might have kind of took that one funny off the thumb. Being a catcher for a few years, that one, I feel that one from here. That hurts. Colin Robinson coming in trying to help him out there. So is Alec Boucher. So we'll take a second here while the players and staff check out Jesse Moffat. We'll be right back here in a few minutes. So just a bit of a delay here as the Windsor catcher, Jeff C. Moffat, looked like he might have jammed his thumb there on that last pitch. Looks like he is going to have to come out of this game as he did walk off the field. Right now it looks like the Stars are currently trying to decide who they're going to put behind the dish. So again, just a bit of a delay here. We are going to take a break for a couple of seconds as they get things sorted out, and we'll come back with the defensive changes here for the Stars just in a couple of minutes. Again, for those that may be just joining into the stream, just a bit of a delay here for an injury for the Stars. Catcher Jesse Moffat took a ball off the thumb there on that last pitch. I think the Stars are just trying to sort out right now who they're going to put in behind the dish. I think the struggle right now is that usually it would be Jake Lumley that would come in here and help out. But with Jake being the DH this game, I don't think the Stars want to have their pitchers hitting. So we'll see who they come out here with now, but that is the delay, just in case you're joining in and wondering what's happening. So again, we're just going to take a couple of minutes here while the Stars get things sorted out, and then we will get back to the action here shortly. So it looks like we have everything sorted out now. We hope that Jesse Moffat is okay. Again, looks like he, on that last pitch, just took a ball off the thumb the wrong way. Like I said, being a catcher for many years, that one does sting, and certainly if it catches you in the right spot, it's awfully hard to keep doing what you're doing behind the plate. But the defensive changes here for the Stars. Josh Hudwagner is going to make his way into this game, and he'll take over at third base. Meanwhile, Alec Boucher is going to shift behind the plate and take over catching duties for the rest of the game. So right now we have one out here. Oh, sorry, we're still in the leadoff batter. My apologies. The count is 0-1. As Shepley delivers a pitch, that one fouled straight back over our head for strike two. And we're back underway here after a little bit of a delay. Shepley with his sign. Here comes the pitch. That one misses up for a ball. The amount of years I've been around senior baseball, you know, you get to know certain guys, and especially guys that even I played against that are still around in the league, as Skorupski wears that one in the hip, and he'll make his way down to first. It's interesting to see some of these guys take over in positions that you don't normally see them in, and certainly it's only been 3 or 4 pitches here, but Alec Boucher seems like he's pretty comfortable back there as he takes a walk out to try and calm down right-hander Josh Shepley here, as Sean Skorupski takes his lead from first. Brother Justin Skorupski, the right fielder today. He'll take a pitch. The throw there from Boucher. Great throw from Boucher, but Skorupski, one of the quicker base runners in the province, he's able to swipe that base. So now we have a runner on second with nobody out. First pitch was high to Justin Skorupski. He had a walk in his first plate appearance as the ball comes back here to the netting on that attempted bunt for a foul ball. Count now even, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That slider misses outside for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike to count here on Justin Skorupski. Sean Skorupski takes his lead from second base. That ball just squirts away from catcher Alec Boucher and is just enough to allow Sean Skorupski to make his way to third. So runner in scoring position here for the Tigers, as that ball is going to get popped back and out of play. Here's the pitch from Shepley. Slider, outside corner. That is a called strike 3. Big pitch there from Shepley as he's able to retire the first batter here in the top of the 3rd inning. Certainly not out of the woods yet, though, as he's kind of venturing into the middle of the order here for Waterloo, as Jack Symington going to make his way to the plate. Symington 0 for 1 today, grounded out to second base. So that slider just misses the outside corner for ball 1. 2-0 Waterloo as we play here in the top of the 3rd inning. Our second of 4 feature games today here at Stan Slack Field. That pitch misses up and in for a ball. 2-0 now. Middle infield has creeped in here for the Stars as they're playing on the edge of the grass. That pitch misses outside for a ball. Runs the count now to 3-1. Oh, sorry, 3 balls. And I have to stay sharp here with the count. We had a scoreboard in the first game, so now the count is 3-1. Here's the pitch from Shepley. Hit on the ground hard, back up the middle, and that is going to be an RBI single for Jack Symington. And the Waterloo Tigers increase their lead here in the top of the 3rd inning as they now lead 3-0. Good piece of hitting there from Symington. Keeps his hands back on that pitch, drives it up the middle. Gives the Tigers a 3-0 lead in this one. That's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, left fielder Klaus Appelvich. 1 for 1 today with a single and a run scored back in the 2nd. That pitch from Josh Shepley misses inside for ball 1. That slider going to find the outside corner for strike one. Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the left fielder, Aplovich. Another good slider there from Shepley as that one drops in and swing and a miss for strike two. We talked about the Stars last inning, the Waterloo Tigers. This is their second year in senior baseball. Their first year last year. I don't know if they caught a few teams off guard as that ball is hit towards right field. That's going to drop in front of Noah Renault. So Symington going to scurry to second base as that one drops in for a single. The runners at first and second now with 1 out. We talked about this Waterloo roster and the fact that they were able to get to the Final 5 last year, and talking to Coach Reggie Katsdia, had last year carried a roster of about 18, 20 guys, and certainly with that run in that tournament, he said he got a few phone calls last year from players looking to be able to come out as that ball hit on the ground to third base. Josh Hudvanger makes the play. He's going to apply the tag there for the force out. Good play by Josh Hudvagner as he just finds his way into this game. So the force out at third still leaves runners at first and second here for the Tigers. Certainly the Stars will trade that out for the base runner. That ball fouled into the netting for strike one off the bat of DH Griffin Lushishin. But back to Waterloo, Coach Reggie saying he got a few calls last year. They look like they're carrying a much bigger roster this year as a few guys were interested in coming out. As that ball hit into right field, Noah Renault in. He's going to come up throwing to the plate. Here's the throw. Just a little bit short as it's cut off by the pitcher, Josh Shepley. That will plate another run for the Waterloo Tigers as they now increase their lead to 4-0 in this game. On the RBI single there from Griffin Lushishin. Sean Elp able to go first to third there for the Tigers, so they now have runners at the corners with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up the third baseman for today's game, Cam Baker. Baker got things rolling for the Tigers back in the second inning. He chops that one up the middle to second base. Little flip on to Josh Anderson. And that's going to be all for the Tigers here. In the top of the third inning. Not before they're able to add to their lead, though. They scored 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no Windsor errors. There was a pair of runners left on base by the Tigers. Score after 2.5 innings of play here at Stan Slack Field. It is the Waterloo Tigers that currently lead this game by a score of 4-0 over the Windsor Stars. We'll take a quick break and be right back for the bottom of the third inning here on day 2 action of the 2026 CABC Gold Bat Tournament. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. So we're all set to go here in the bottom of the third inning as the Stars try and See if they can get something going against Waterloo right-hander Carson Hepburn. They currently trail this game 4-0 right now as Josh Hudvagner takes a big rip at that pitch. Comes up empty for strike one. First at bat here for Hudvagner as he just came into the game last inning. He replaced injured catcher Jesse Moffett, who jammed up his thumb on a pitch at the plate. Third baseman Alec Boucher ended up moving behind the dish. And then Hudvagner took his spot behind at third base. That pitch misses outside for ball two. Couple of updates from the other two games going on. Status quo at Blackwell Park. That game remains tied 5-5 between the Thornhill Reds and the Milton Red Sox as they play in the bottom of the fifth. At Morrison Field in Petrolia, a little bit of a different story there as the Leaside Leafs continue to pour it on against the Tecumseh Thunder. They lead that game by a score of 18-5 as they play in the top of the fifth. So we'll keep an eye on those two games for you as we're rolling along here. I believe the count is 2-2 here. As that slider misses up in the zone for a ball. Count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes to Josh Hudvagner. Jeremy Orton waits on deck, Noah Renault waits on deck. That ball hit up the middle, and that's going to get into center field. Good piece there from Hudvagner as he has the Stars on the base paths here in the bottom of the third. So we're back to the top of the order here now as the Stars try and get something going. It will be right fielder Noah Renault who steps in. So for one, he flew out to right field on the first pitch he saw from Carson Hepburn. Hudvagner with the lead from first. Here's the pitch. Curveball up and in for ball one. Again, this is game number 2 of 4 that we're going to have for you here from Stan Slack Field as we play in day 2 action here. Check it first. Hudvagner back safely. The 3 o'clock game here at Stan Slack will feature the Erindale Cardinals, who are now 1-1, taking on the Newmarket Hawks, who are also 1-1. So big game there. That one's fouled back and out of play. Our 5:30 game here at the stadium will feature the Ilderton River Hawks, who are 1-1 against the Leaside Leafs, who look primed to go 2-0 right now as they're finishing up their game out at Morrison Field in Petrolia. Here's the pitch to Noah Renault. That one called a strike. Good location there as that one looked like it just clipped the knees. Another check over at first. Hudvagner back safely. Hepburn, with the check over to first. Here's the pitch to Renault. Fastball on the outside corner. That is a called strike 3. And Renault down on strikes for the first out here in the bottom of the third. So with one out here, that's going to bring up the now catcher, Alec Boucher. Alex started the day at third base, but is now taken over for injured Jesse Moffett. Hurt himself last inning. Boucher walked in his first plate appearance this game. So he takes a pitch up from Carson Hepburn for ball one. Josh Hudvagner, the runner on first, he takes his lead. That fastball finds the outside corner for strike 1. Boucher a little bit upset with himself there. Looked like a pretty good pitch he could handle. Here's the pitch from Hepburn. Fastball. That one's going to tail outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count now. And 4-0 Waterloo Tigers as we play here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Hepburn with the long pause. Here's the pitch. In on the hands. That one fouled back into the netting. Stars DH Jake Lumley waits on deck. So we have 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Runner takes off to second. That pitch up and in for a ball. The throw down to second. Good throw there from Brady Hall, but Hud Wagner able to hang on to the bag. He's called safe. So the Stars with a runner in scoring position here. I believe the count now is full. Yes, 3-2 on the batter, Alec Boucher. Stars looking to try and chip into this Tigers lead here. Here's the full count pitch. Fastball, that is up in the zone. Boucher going to draw the walk, his 2nd of the game. We have runners on 1st and 2nd now with a very dangerous hitter in Jake Lumley at the plate. Lumley grounded out to second base in his 1st at bat of the game. Hepburn got his sign from catcher Brady Hall. He comes set. Here's the pitch. That fastball just going to miss the outside corner for ball 1. Middle of the order coming up here for the Stars, so definitely they're going to look and try and chip away at this lead here as they're trying to work Carson Hepburn here. He's throwing a few pitches this inning. 1-0 pitch, fouled into the netting for strike 1. Left fielder Rowan Glasgow waits on deck for the Stars. And 4-0 Waterloo here as we play in the bottom of the 3rd. 1 out, runners on 1st and 2nd for the Stars as they look to try and cash in here. 1-1 pitch to Lumley. That pitch misses down for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike now, the count. The 2-1 pitch, fastball up for ball 3. This is the 1st inning in this game where we've seen Carson Hepburn kind of struggle a little bit with his control. He's been pretty good for the most part in the first 2 innings, facing 2 over the minimum, but certainly now the Stars, 2nd time through here, starting to work him a little bit. 3-1 pitch. That one misses down. Back-to-back walks have now loaded the bases here for the Stars. So catcher Brady Hall going to make a trip to the mound here, have a chat with Hepburn, try and calm him down here. It is the left fielder and cleanup hitter, Rowan Glasgow, that steps in. He had a pretty good piece in his 1st at bat, but lined out to the shortstop. Julian Russell and his 1st plate appearance. So we're all set to get back to action here. 1 out, bases loaded for the Stars. Here's the 1st pitch to Glasgow. Fastball that misses down and in for ball 1. One 1-0 pitch here coming from Carson Hepburn. That fastball going to find the inside corner for strike one. Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hepburn comes set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball, that is absolutely belted to right field. And that ball is gone. Grand slam home run for Rowan Glasgow. And just like that, we have a new ball game as this one's now tied 4-4. That ball absolutely mashed by Rowan Glasgow as that landed well beyond the fence out in right field. And we have a new baseball game here as this game now tied 4-4. After a few innings of leaving a few runners on base, that's certainly the lift that the Stars were looking for right there as they now tie this game 4-4 here in the bottom of the third on an absolutely massive bomb from Rowan Glasgow. A grand slam home run that ties this game up now. Looks like pitcher Carson Hepburn might have hurt himself there on that last pitch. He immediately walked back, dropped his glove and the ball. And that doesn't look good. Head coach Reggie Kudzdia going to go out and have a look here, but that certainly doesn't look good the way that he dropped his glove immediately after that pitch. Definitely looks like it might be a shoulder issue. Hepburn going to make his way out of this game by the looks of it. So we'll take a quick break here as we see who the Tigers are going to put into the mound. Because of the injury, they didn't have anyone warming up, but the pitcher who comes in will have ample time to be able to warm up on the mound. So we'll take a quick break here from Stan Slack Field. Big grand slam home run from Rowan Glasgow has now tied this game 4-4 between the Waterloo Tigers and the Windsor Stars. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back here in a second. So defensive changes here for the Waterloo Tigers as starting pitcher Carson Hepburn had to leave with a right shoulder injury. It will be the right-hander number 26, Miles Robinson, that will make his way into the game. So he's going to have a little bit of time to warm up here as it's the replacement is for an injury. So he'll get as many pitches as he needs here to get going. So we'll take a short break. We'll be right back. Again, this game right now, bottom of the third, 1 out. And this game is now tied 4-4 between the Windsor Stars and the Waterloo Tigers. So short break. We'll be right back here for action in the bottom of the third inning. Day number 2 of the 2026 CABC Gold Bat Invitational Tournament. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. So while we have the break here, figure we might as well get someone else on the air. We've had a couple of in-game interviews already, but the next game coming up here, it will probably be around 4 o'clock now because of the first couple of games running late here, but will be the Newmarket Hawks taking on the Arundel Cardinals. Both teams currently sit at 1-1, so it'll be a big game in the standings. With me here, we have Newmarket Hawks outfielder Darcy Moore. I figure we'll have a chat here while we have a little bit of a break. But Darcy, how you doing?
Good, SD. Thanks for having me on.
No problem.
Appreciate everything you're doing for this tournament and the league. It's going well.
Appreciate
Got a great weekend going ahead.
Absolutely. So for you guys right now, 1-1. Kind of ran into a bit of a buzzsaw last night with Chris Horvath on the mound. Things look pretty promising in the first inning. You get a big 2-run home run off the bat at Colby Guy. And then after that, she kind of went ice cold until the 7th when you got a hit from Reed Lunny. Chris is a veteran guy that's been around for a while. Kind of talk about what he kind of brought to the table last night, and someone like yourself that's played for a while as well. Kind of what he was doing well last night.
Yeah, he had some good control on the mound, and our guys were trying to adapt to some of his pitches and how he's working us in different at-bats. Guy had a great at-bat in the first inning where he stepped into one and gave us a nice early 2-0 lead, and then we kind of went ice cold, and so we took that away last night and did a big regroup, and that helped us kind of battle back in our morning game today.
And to that point, that game today, obviously playing a very tough team in the Ilderton Riverhawks. The Battle of the Birds, as we deemed it here while we were on the stream this morning. But very tough pitcher you saw there with lefty Jordan Townsend, but able to come out with a 4-3 win there. You kind of talk about the success in that game and kind of the switch that was flipped there to get yourself into that one.
Yeah, 2 pitchers in 2 games going 7 strong. Good for them, but today we had a good approach at the plate. We're selective in our pitches, and a lot of guys stepped up to the plate, and we had guys doing jobs all over the field. Pitching was solid to keep them close, but the bats came through at the end there to walk it off and hopefully keep that momentum rolling into our next game.
And we'll have a look at that Ilderton team here later, as they are the 5:30 game here at the stadium tonight, as they will take on the Leaside Leafs, who just very handily took care of the Tecumseh Thunder in their game by a score of 18-5. So that game going to have a little bit of meaning to it, as well as both those teams are sitting at 1-1 right now, as Colin Robinson steps in here as we're back to action. But looking at your roster, a few flips this year, and obviously we talked about Colby Guy being one of the new faces that are on the team. But 2 years ago, national qualifying champions. I get a trip to Canadians. What do the Newmarket Hawks have to do now in order to make sure that they are successful with another deep run in that tournament after going 2-2 last year?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. We had a really good run where we ended up making it to nationals, and last year a little bit of a disappointing upset. So we're trying to, the new faces coming around this year, trying to get the team integrated, which is going real well. And honestly, just trying to find everyone's role in the team and make sure things start gelling, because that's going to be real important. That's how we found success back in 2024. So things are going well. We're trying to get some steam rolling here in our third game of this tournament.
Currently sitting at 3-2-1 in the GTBL right now. So and I know talking to Coach Matt Richard, we're getting a few bodies that have been rolling in kind of slowly throughout the course of that season so far. So definitely a team, looking at your roster once you have the full kind of alignment here, that could definitely be dangerous for sure. But Darcy, we won't keep you too long. We'll let you go get ready for the next one. But thanks for taking a little bit of time to chat with us, and best of luck to you guys in your next game.
Thanks, Asti. Appreciate everything you're doing. Keep it rolling.
No problem. That ball popped up by second baseman Carter Ray. The catch going to get made there by Jack Symington as he is able to make the catch. So 2 outs now with the runner on first. Colin Robinson reached on the walk. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Josh Anderson. That pitch in the dirt for ball 1. We do have some action down in the Windsor bullpen, although it's cooling down a bit now, but left-hander Chris Renault up throwing a little bit. Pitch from new right-handed pitcher Miles Robinson, who's just into this game as second batter. He takes over from starting pitcher Carson Hepburn, who unfortunately had to exit this game with a right shoulder injury. So we hope Carson's okay. That slider on the inside corner called a strike. I believe the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, 4-4 between the Waterloo Tigers and Windsor Stars. Big inning here for the Stars. Grand slam off the bat of left fielder Rowan Glasgow has tied this game. That pitch misses down now. The count 2-2 on shortstop Josh Anderson. Robinson with his lead from first. That ball laced up the middle into center field. Takes a couple of big hops there as he gets to center fielder Sean Skorupski. So runners on first and second now. Still 2 outs. Stars center fielder Jeremy Orton going to step up to the plate. First pitch to Orton. That's a slider that's going to find the inside corner for strike 1. Good fastball there that finds the bottom of the zone for strike 2. Count now 1 ball, 2 strikes on the center fielder, Jeremy Orton. Miles Robinson comes set at the belt. Here's the pitch. Slider in on the hands. They check and say yes on the swing. And that is all for the Windsor Stars here in the home half of the 3rd inning, but not before one big swing of the bat of Rowan Glasgow ties this game up at 4. He belts a grand slam home run. Get the Stars back in this one. The score after 3 complete innings of play. It is the Windsor Stars 4, the Waterloo Tigers 4. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for the top of the 4th inning. Stay tuned. So as we start off the top of the 4th inning here, we do have defensive changes for the Stars as left-hander Chris Renault is going to take over on the mound for starting pitcher Josh Shepley. Shep goes 3 innings, allowing 4 runs on 5 hits. So Renault is going to take over here in the 4th. He will face the bottom of the Waterloo order first as he faces 8-9-1 here with shortstop Julian Russell leading things off. So he takes a slider that drops in there for strike 1. Catcher Brady Hall due up second this inning, and then it's back to the top of the order for center fielder Sean Skorupski. That fastball just misses the outside corner for ball 1. Sorry, we'll flip our scoreboard over here, and we're in the top of the 4th. Nice pitch there from Renault as that one finds the zone for strike 2. That ball belted to left field. That's going to send the left fielder back at the fence, at the wall. That ball is out of here. Solo home run for Julian Russell. And after coughing up a 4-run lead, the Waterloo Tigers reclaim the lead here in the top of the 4th. They now lead this game again by a score of 5-4. Julian Russell puts a charge in that one to left field. That pitch misses for ball 1. That pitch missing outside for ball 2. Catcher Brady Hall, 0 for 1 today, grounded out off the pitcher's glove to second base. Was put out at first as that pitch finds the zone for strike 1. That pitch going to get popped back and out of play. Just behind us here in the grandstand. One ball, 2 strikes to count here as Renault delivers. Slider swung through and missed, tagged out there by the catcher. And Brady Hall is down on strikes for the first out here in the top of the fourth. So we are back to the top of the order now for the Waterloo Tigers. The center fielder, Sean Skorupski, going to dig in. Sean 0 for 1 today, struck out in the first, was hit by a pitch in the third. Came around to score in that inning. That pitch missing down and away for a ball. 5-4 Waterloo Tigers as we play here, top of the fourth inning. Day 2 action, the CABC Gold Bat tournament this year. Our second of 4 games that we're going to be bringing you today. This morning we had the Sarnia Brigade taking on the Brampton Royals, and that game finished in a 9-9 tie. It's halted because of the time limit. Coming up at approximately probably 4 o'clock, once we get through this one, it'll be the Arundel Cardinals taking on the Newmarket Hawks as Skorupski fouls that one back into the backstop as well. Game later this evening, probably around 6 o'clock, 6:30. It's going to feature the Ilderton Riverhawks taking on the Leaside Leafs. So we'll have both those games for you on our CABC YouTube channel. So please feel free to join in. If you're on the stream right now, feel free to drop us a note. Let us know where you're watching from. Appreciate everyone joining in as that ball is tipped back to the backstop. So Skorupski keeping himself alive here. Here's the pitch from Renault. That one popped up. It's going to end up in short right center field. That's going to be a long run for everyone, and that ball's going to drop in as Skorupski with the big turnaround first base, but he's going to hold there as that ball drops into short right field for a single. So first hit of the day for Sean Skorupski as right fielder Justin Skorupski makes his way to the plate. Out to a big lead at first, and Renault going to keep an eye on him. Pretty sure it's not too much of a secret here anymore, but Skorupski, probably one of the better base stealers in the province. Already has a stolen base this game. And out to a big lead at first. Little cutter from Renault there, finds the outside corner for strike one. No balls, 1 strike to count. Skorupski takes off. Throw down to second. Renault just going to knock that one down as Skorupski with a real big jump there at first base and able to steal that one with ease. Here's the pitch. Squares the bunt. That one popped up just to the right of Chris Renault. So both Skorupskis on base here as we have runners on the corners now. So runners on the corners and 1 out here. Dangerous part of the order here for the Tigers as first baseman Jack Symington going to step in. He fouls that one to the backstop for strike one. I believe Symington 0 for 1 today with a walk. Oh, sorry, 0 for 1 with a single. He also picked up an RBI. Justin Skorupski takes off the second. He's going to slide in safely. So runners at second and third. That's going to pull these Stars infield in. Good block there from Alec Boucher behind the dish. Kind of called in here in an emergency role as he started the game at third base. But Stars catcher Jesse Moffat jammed his thumb back in the second inning, so Boucher had to step in and take over catching duties as that ball's fouled off into the Waterloo bullpen. That ball golfed into center field. It is going to get down just in front of the center fielder, Jeremy Orton. Both runners getting the wave. Relay to the plate, not in time. Throw to second base. Goes into center field. And Symington is going to hold up there. So a two-run single off the bat of Jack Symington has now increased the Waterloo lead here this inning back to 7-4. We're going to get a mound visit here from Buzz Morris. He has a chat with the Stars infield as well as the pitcher, Chris Renault. After a big inning, last inning for the Stars, where they were able to claw back from a 4-0 lead, they've kind of had that dissipate now as they're now stuck 3 again. So pitching visit over. We're ready to get back to play here as we have a runner on second base with 1 out. First pitch to left fielder Klaus Appelvich, misses outside for ball 1. That pitch down low, checks his swing. So the count now 2-0. Renault with the check. That ball fouled back and just off the top of the netting. Renault with a couple of checks. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and missed by Appelvich. He swings and misses for strike 2. So the count now, I believe, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jack Symington, the lead from second base. That pitch misses down and in for a ball. I think that will now fill the count 3-2. Renault has his sign and comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit on the ground towards short. That one is off the heel of the glove of Josh Anderson. So Appelvich going to reach on the error. So again, runners on the corners here as Symington makes his way to third. That's going to bring up second baseman Sean Alp. First pitch to Alp just misses in for ball 1. Alp 1 for 2 today with a double and a run scored. That pitch going to miss down and away for ball 2. Two and 0 the count here on Alp. Renault going to step off and reset here. Again, 7-4 Waterloo as we play here, top of the 4th. That pitch fouled off just to the left over here by the Windsor Stars dugout. Again, a little bit of a recap here. Waterloo able to put up 2 runs in each of the second and the third inning. That lead was erased by Rowan Glasgow as he smashed a grand slam in the bottom of the third. As that ball popped up on the infield. The catch made there by Josh Hudvangner. And that is the second out.
No pipe.
Even though the Stars were able to erase that lead, Tigers have stormed back here in the top of the fourth as they have put up 3 runs. They currently have a 7-4 lead in this one. Looks like we are going to have a pinch hitter here.
I'm down for it. Do a Vigo.
I think it's going to be number 35 here, Nick Farron, who's going to take some swings for Griffin Lushishin, who will make his way out of this game. So Farron coming in to pinch hit here as the DH. And runners on the corners, 2 outs, 7-4 Waterloo currently over the Windsor Stars. That slider misses down for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. That one down and in. Good block there from Alec Boucher. As he keeps Jack Symington at third base. Two-0 pitch, chopped towards third base. Hudvangner up with that one. Throw across the diamond in time to retire Nick Farron. Looks like we're going to have a discussion here. So the end result there, the play is, it's called a foul ball at the plate as it hit the batter Nick Farron in the foot. So everyone's going to stay the same here. Runners still at first and third. Count is 2-1. That one in on the hands. Another ground ball to Josh Hudvangner. He'll throw across the diamond. This time Farron is retired for the third out here in the top of the fourth inning, but not before the Waterloo Tigers are able to storm back and take the lead in this one. They score 3 runs on 4 hits. There were one Windsor Star error. And there were 2 runners left on base by Waterloo. The score after 3.5 innings of play, it is the Waterloo Tigers 7 and the Windsor Stars 4. We'll take a quick break. Be right back here for the bottom of the 4th inning. Stay tuned. So we're into the bottom of the fourth inning here for the Windsor Stars. Miles Robinson makes his way back out to the mound for his second inning of work. That ball popped up on the infield. Looks like first baseman Jack Simonton going to camp under it, and he's able to make the catch for the first out of the inning. So Noah Renault now at the plate. He laces one down the line, but it will be out of play, foul. Sorry, I just have to go to the washroom there for a second, but not sure if there's one out or two outs here. Ooh, that ball sails up and in just over the head of Renault for a ball. No 0 for 2 today, flew out to right field. He struck out in his last at bat. That fastball missing up for a ball. That ball in on the hands, fouled back and out of play. Two-two count here. Here's the pitch. That one popped up. It will be back and out of play as well. Renault working the count here against right-hander Miles Robinson. Again, he took over last inning from Waterloo starter Carson Hepburn, who had to exit the game with a shoulder injury. And we hope he's okay. So second inning of work here for the young right-hander Robinson. Slider, again fouled out of play. Good battle here by right fielder Noah Renault. Another pitch coming to Renault. Fastball hit towards right field. That one could be trouble, and it will get down for a single. Good AB there by Renault as he's able to punch that one down the right field line. Drop it just inside the line for a single. That's going to bring up the catcher, Alec Boucher. So Renault with his lead from first. Here's the pitch from Robinson. That fastball is going to tail outside for ball one. Boucher without an official at bat yet in this game. He's walked twice, come around to score once. That pitch going to find the outside corner for strike one. Do have some action down in the bullpen for the Waterloo Tigers is number 21. Robbie Price down there throwing. That pitch misses outside for a ball. And 7-4 in this one as we play here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Waterloo leads the Windsor Stars. Game number 2 of our featured action today of 4 games that we're going to be bringing you here from Stan Slack Field. It's another good-looking fastball that finds the outside corner for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to count here on the catcher, Boucher. Noah Renault, the runner at first. He takes off to second base, swung on and missed by Boucher. Throw from the catcher. Not in time as that one skips into center field. Boucher down on strikes for the second out here, though. So 2 outs now with a runner on second. And it is the DH, Jake Lumley, coming to the plate. That pitch taken just down for a ball. That fastball taken up for ball 2. So 2-0 the count here. A bit of a dangerous spot here as we are into the meat of the order for the Stars, and waiting on deck is Rowan Glasgow, who in his last at bat belted a grand slam to right field. 2-0 pitch. That one's going to sail up and in for ball 3. 3-0 now the count. Here's the pitch from Robinson. That one misses down for ball 4. With the walk, we now have runners at first and second base. Left fielder Rowan Glasgow strides up to the plate, but not before we get a pitching visit from Tigers head coach Reggie Kutzdia. So we'll take a quick break here for the pitching break, and we'll be right back. So we're back to action here. First pitch to Rowan Glasgow is taken for a strike. That pitch sails outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike count here, and certainly I'm sure the message from Coach Reggie was pretty clear there that you get a very dangerous hitter at the plate. Definitely don't have to give in here with a base open. That ball popped up towards left field. Wind playing around with that one out there a little bit, but the catch is going to be made there by Klaus Appelvich. And that is it for the Stars here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So for the Stars, they get no runs on 1 hit. There were no Waterloo errors, and Windsor leaves a pair of runners on base. We head to the top of the 5th inning here at Stan Slack Field in beautiful Sarnia, Ontario. The score, the Waterloo Tigers 7 and the Windsor Stars 4. Continuing action here from day 2 of the 2026 CABC Gold Bat Invitational Tournaments. Glad you're able to take some of your Saturday and spend it with us. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back for the top half of the 5th inning, just after a short break. Stay tuned. All right, back for the top of the 5th inning here at Stan Slack Field. Our second game of coverage today between the Waterloo Tigers and Windsor Stars. Waterloo currently leads this game 7-4 as we start the top of the 5th. Bottom third of the order coming up here for the Tigers as third baseman Cam Baker to lead it off. Shortstop Julian Russell due up second as Baker doesn't waste any time as he rakes that ball down the left field line. He'll make his way to first with a leadoff single. Catcher Brady Hall due up third this inning. And they will be facing Windsor Stars left-hander Chris Renault. Who came into this game in place of starter Josh Shepley in the last inning. Ball popped up. It is going to stay in play. Colin Robinson makes his way over. He's going to make the catch. Nice play there by the big first baseman as he's able to rein that one in for the first out here in the top of the 5th. So 1 pitch, 1 out there for Julian Russell. He's 1 for 3 today. He did have a home run in his last at bat, a solo shot as that pitch finds the zone. For strike 1 to Tigers catcher Brady Hall. 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a strikeout. The 0-1 pitch. That pitch just misses from Chris Renault. The 1-1 pitch. That one belted towards left field. Rowan Glasgow making his way over into the gap. Reaches over his head. He makes the catch. And Brady Hall down for the second out here in the top of the 5th. I think we've noticed today in the 2 games we've had so far, ball carrying a little bit here. It looks like it's blowing out strong to the left field. So we're back to the top of the order now for center fielder Sean Skorupski. 1 for 2 today with a single and a pair of runs scored. He was also hit by a pitch back in the 3rd inning. First pitch, a slider. It comes back over the outside corner for strike 1. 7-4 Waterloo Tigers currently over the Windsor Stars as we play here in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch from Renault. That one down and in. Good block there from catcher Alec Boucher. Count evens up now at 1-1. 2 outs here in the 5th. Brother Justin Skorupski waits on deck, given an opportunity here. 1-1 pitch, sails outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch. Another nice looking slider there from Chris Renault that finds the outside corner for strike 2. Evens the count now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Snap throw to first, but that is 3 outs in the inning. That's all for the Tigers here in the top half of the 5th. They get no runs on 1 hit. There were no Windsor Stars errors. And there was 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Score remains the Waterloo Tigers 7, the Windsor Stars 4. Does look like we're going to have a pitching change here for the Waterloo Tigers as right-hander Robbie Price going to come in and take over in this game. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 5th. Stay tuned. So Robbie Price all done with his warm-up pitches here. Quick chat with catcher Brady Hall as they probably work to try and sort out the signs here. First baseman Colin Robinson going to lead things off here for the Windsor Stars in the bottom half of the fifth, to be followed by second baseman Carter Ray. Shortstop Josh Anderson due up third as that first pitch from Price finds the outside corner for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off at the plate. Very quickly, Robbie Price finds himself up 0-2 in this at-bat against Colin Robinson.
Okay, yeah.
That slider's going to miss outside for ball one. 2 balls, 1 strike to count here. That ball popped up on the infield. Going to stay in play, but nobody going to be able to track that one down. So another life here for Colin Robinson. So Robinson keeps himself alive here. The count's still 1 ball and 2 strikes against new Tigers pitcher Robbie Price, who's just in this inning. Another ball fouled back to the backstop here. Is Robinson able to keep himself alive? 7-4 Waterloo Tigers currently in this game. So we play here in the bottom of the fifth. Price with his sign and comes set. Little fastball into the hands. That's popped straight up on the infield, and that is going to be a tough play as a whole bunch of people shading the sun.
That's weird.
We're just waiting to get clarification here on what's going to happen. So it looks like the call in the field was interference as the catcher tried to come out and make the play. It looks like he might have made contact with Colin Robinson as he was trying to get to first. I hear a few people behind me that the rule there is that the catcher does have immunity on those plays, that they are allowed to move freely. So either way, the result here is 1 out for the Windsor Stars as the play is called interference, with the catcher trying to make the play there. Second baseman Carter Ray going to step in here now with 1 out as that pitch misses down for a ball. Ray 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a pop out to first. This is his first at bat against Waterloo right-hander Robbie Price as he's just entered the game this inning. That pitch going to find the inside corner for a strike. Good hold there from Ray as he's going to make his way to first with the walk. So with 1 out, the Stars have a runner aboard here, and it's going to be shortstop Josh Anderson making his way to the plate. Anderson 0 for 2 today. He popped out to the catcher and struck out. That pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That pitch going to miss outside as well for ball 2. 2-0 the count here on the shortstop, Josh Anderson. Again, 7-4 Waterloo in this one as we play in the bottom of the 5th inning over the Windsor Stars. 2-0 pitch. That pitch misses up for ball 3. Center fielder Jeremy Orton waits on deck. Here's the pitch. Fastball that splits the plate for strike 1. Snap throw to first base there, blocked up by Jack Symington. Brady Hall trying to throw behind the runner, Carter Ray. So 3-1 the count now here. Still a hitter's count for Anderson. That pitch going to miss up for ball 4. So a pair of walks with 1 out here. Have the Stars back in business as they look to try and claw their way back into this game. Currently stuck 3 right now. Center fielder Jeremy Orton going to step in now. Orton 0 for 2 today. Orton squares the bunt, pulls that one back. They're going to check. Umpire says no, so ball 1 on the pitch. So 1 ball, no strikes to count. One 0 pitch. That pitch misses outside as well for ball 2. Some action again here in the Waterloo bullpen as right-hander Scott Seifried has gotten up to start to throw here now. That pitch misses down from Robbie Price for ball 3. 3-0 the count now on the center fielder Orton.
What's the main character?
Here's the 3-0 pitch from Price. A fastball in the outside corner for strike 1. Only 1 out here. Third baseman Josh Hudwagner waits on deck. Good looking fastball there. They catch the inside corner for strike 2. Count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Only 1 out here. Price has his sign now and comes set. He's going to step off and get a new set of signs from catcher Brady Hall. He has the sign he wants now. Comes set, full count pitch, hit on the ground to short. Flipped to second, on to first. Picked up there by Jack Symington. And that is a 6-4-3 double play. And gets the Waterloo Tigers out of a bit of a jam here in the bottom of the 5th. So for the Stars, no runs on no hits. There were no Waterloo errors. And there was 1 runner left on base. We head to the top of the 6th inning here at Stan Slack Field. The score remains the Waterloo Tigers 7, the Windsor Stars 4. Just a reminder to fans to stay tuned after the game. We will have our Rebel Bats Player of the Game announcements for both teams. Also, we're just going to claw through here and have a look at the other 2 games that were happening during this 12:30 time slot. I believe both games are final scores. Out at Morrison Field, In Petrolia, it was the Leaside Leafs defeating the Tecumseh Thunder by a score of 18-5 in that game. And just down the road here at Blackwell Park in Sarnia, it was the Milton Red Sox able to squeak out an 8-7 win over the Thornhill Reds. So the Milton Red Sox now move to 2-0 on the tournament, while the Thornhill Reds dropped to 0-2. Just a reminder, we do have 2 more games coming up here at the stadium that we will be bringing you on our live stream. Our next game, which will probably be approximately around 4:05, 4:10, after they're done doing the field, will feature the Newmarket Hawks, who are 1-1, taking on the Erindale Cardinals, who are also 1-1. And then if probably closer to 6:30 or so this evening, maybe a little bit after that, we are going to have the Ilderton River Hawks, who are 1-1, taking on the Leaside Leafs, who currently sit at 2-0. So lots of great action coming up here the rest of the day. Meanwhile, we're back to things here in the top of the 6th inning, as Justin Skorupski going to lead things off here against Windsor Stars left-hander Chris Renault. Currently behind here 2-0 in this count. That ball hit on the hands. That's going to drop into short right field. So the leadoff man aboard here for the Tigers, as first baseman Jack Symington going to make his way to the plate. Symington 2 for 3 today with a pair of singles. He also has 3 RBIs in this game. Justin Skorupski takes his lead off of first. That curveball just missing up for a ball. Third base coach Reggie Kudstia goes through a series of signs. Renault has his sign and comes set. There's the pitch. Runner takes off to second. Boucher looked like he wanted to throw there, but I think he wanted to stop himself as he noticed the runner had a pretty good jump there. So he just spikes that one into the ground. So a stolen base there for Skorupski as he now stands at second. Two balls, one strike count here on first baseman Jack Symington. That slider over the outside corner called strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count now. Here's the pitch from Renault. Fastball, it's going to get fouled just off the top of the netting. And out of play. That ball hit on the ground towards short. Backhand play there by Josh Anderson. Strong throw across the diamond. Just a step late, though, is Symington able to beat that one out. It's the third hit of the day for Symington as he now makes his way to first. So first and second now with nobody out. And it's going to be the left fielder, Klaus Aplovich. That's going to make his way to the plate. Scott Seifried continuing to throw down in the Waterloo bullpen. Runner takes off to third base. And there's going to be no throw there from catcher Alec Boucher. That's another stolen base for Justin Skorupski, his third on the day. Now we have runners at the corners. That pitch missed outside for a ball. Aplovich takes that slider just on the inside part of the plate for strike 1. That ball hit on a line. That's pretty much a hit and run to perfection right there as the second baseman was on the move. Symington going to make his way to third. And that's an RBI single for Klaus Aplovich. That increases the Waterloo lead now to 8-4. Jack Symington makes his way to third on the play. Aplovich with the single, his third of the day. He also picks up an RBI there, his second of the day. Sean Alp takes that pitch from Chris Renault for strike one. Alp 1 for 3 today. He had a double back in the second inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped up just behind the catcher here. Alec Boucher has room. He's going to give it a look. Unable to make the catch, though. So the foul ball makes the count now 0-2 on second baseman Sean Alp. Alp, a bit of a journeyman here in the senior baseball circles. Played a little bit of time with the Arundel Cardinals. He also played with the Milton Red Sox for a couple of years. That one popped up behind the dish again. Boucher going to give it a look. Third baseman coming in. Great double play there from the Stars. Good catch there by Josh Hudvagner as he makes the catch. Runner tried to tag from third and score. And Renault able to get back to the plate in time. Your very unconventional 5-1 double play. So just like that, there's 2 out now. Runner left on first base is Klaus Aplovich. And the batter at the plate is Nick Farron, who hits that one towards short. Throwing the run there by Josh Anderson. Not going to get there in time, though, as Nick Farron able to beat that one out for a single. So runners now at first and second again, and it's going to be the third baseman, Cam Baker, making his way to the plate. 2 for 3 with a double and a single. He has a pair of RBIs as well in this game. He's going to get a quick talk from third base coach Reggie Kudzdia. So Scott Seyfried has stopped throwing down to the bullpen, and it looks like Jack Symington has made his way down there now to throw a few pitches. That slider finds the outside corner for strike one. That ball belted towards the left center gap. It is going to get down into the fence. Klaus Aplovich going to come in. Nick Farron getting the wave as well. That ball misses the cutoff man, and that is going to be a 2-run double for Cam Baker. Few Waterloo players making a bit of a pitch here for player of the game, but Cam Baker certainly trying to put a stamp on it now as that's his third hit of the day to go along with 4 RBIs in this game. That increases the Waterloo lead now to 10-4. Shortstop Julian Russell going to dig in now. He takes that pitch outside from Stars left-hander Chris Renault. 1 for 3 today for Russell with a solo home run back in the 4th inning. That pitch misses down in the dirt. It's going to skip away from Boucher, but Baker, I don't think, was able to completely see how far that ball got away from catcher Alec Boucher, and he holds his spot at second base. Runner takes off to third base now. The pitch misses outside for a ball. So that's going to bring up the catcher and the number 9 hitter, Brady Hall. Hall is 0 for 3 today. A ground out, a strikeout, and a fly out. That ball belted down the left field line, but it is going to be well fouled just past the Windsor Stars bullpen. Count now 0-1.
Yeah, it's like half the size.
Runner takes off to second base. That ball hit on a line to left field. It is going to get down in front of Rowan Glasgow. The RBI single there for Brady Hall. Now extends the Waterloo lead to 11-4. So the inning continues here as we're back to the top of the order now with center fielder Sean Skorupski at the plate. That ball hit hard to third base. Nice play there by Josh Hudwagner as he's able to get the ball across to Colin Robinson in time, and he's able to hang on to the bag. And that's all for the Waterloo Tigers here in the top of the 6th inning. Not before they explode for 4 more runs, though. They get 4 runs on 5 hits. There were no Windsor Stars errors. 2 runners left on base. We head to the home half of the 6th inning. Here at Stan Slack Field, the score, the Waterloo Tigers 11 and the Windsor Stars 4. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back for the bottom half of this inning. So we're back here for the bottom of the 6th inning with third baseman Josh Hudbanger popping out to center field for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, you're right.
We do have a pinch hitter here for the Stars as Jacob Persa is going to step in to take some swings for right fielder Noah Renault. First pitch from New Waterloo pitcher Scott Seifried. Misses up for ball 1. That ball's fouled back and out of play. Count even now, 1-1. Again, reminder to stay tuned at the end of the game. This should be the last half inning as we are at the time limit. We will have our Rebel Bats player of the game announcements for both teams. We'll make sure the players get those bats as well. That pitch misses up in the zone for ball 1. Reminder that coming up for our next game, again, it will be approximately a half an hour after the end of this one. We will have the Newmarket Hawks taking on the Erindale Cardinals here at the stadium. And we will have that game live for you. So we are running a little bit behind here because of these two games running pretty late with the time limit. That pitch misses down. So Persa going to make his way to first with the walk. Stars have a base runner here in the bottom of the 6th. So we have another pitch hitter here for the Stars as Bryce Vernon is going to take some swings for catcher Alec Boucher. Jacob Persa takes his lead from first. That pitch misses down for a ball. Stars seemingly emptying out the bench here, getting a few people some swings. This is going to be it for the time limit as far as the game goes. That ball popped up towards center field. It's going to be in short center field. But center fielder Sean Skorupski able to come in and make the catch for the second out of the inning. So there's 2 outs now. Again, we're going to have another pinch hitter here for the Stars as veteran Steven Adam is going to hit for DH Jake Lumley. Again, reminder at the end of the game, we're going to have our Rebel Bats player of the game announcements for both teams. We'll do our wrap up and then make sure both players get those bats. We have a pretty good idea who it's going to be for both teams, but we'll wait for that announcement. That pitch misses outside for ball 1. Same with that pitch that also misses outside for ball 2. Adam been around for a number of years on this team with the Stars. One of the veteran guys hanging around still as he'll take that pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike to count. Jacob Persa, the runner at first, he takes his lead. That pitch misses down for a ball as well. Count now 3-1. Here's the pitch from Seifried. That one in a tail outside. That is a 4-pitch walk for Steven Adam. He'll make his way to first. That's going to bring up the Stars left fielder, Rowan Glasgow. Glasgow is solely responsible for the 4 runs here for the Stars today as he belted a grand slam home run to deep, deep right center field. All the way back in the 3rd inning. A little bit of a check swing of that slider from Seyfried as that's called strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch from Seyfried. That one going to miss up and out of the zone for ball 1. Another slider. That one going to get fouled back to the backstop, and the Windsor Stars down to their last strike now. Seyfried with a look in. He has the sign he wants and comes set. Here's the pitch. That one popped up to left field. Klaus Aplovich going to take a few steps back towards the fence. He makes the catch. And that is the ball game. So for the Stars in their half of the 6th inning, they get no runs on no hits. There were no Waterloo errors. 2 runners left on base. The final score in this one, it is the Waterloo Tigers taking this game by a score of 11-4 over the Windsor Stars. We'll just take a quick break here. We're going to tally up our box scores and then look at our 2 players of the game, brought to you by Rebel Bats. So we'll be right back in a second here. So box scores for this game for the Windsor Stars, they score 4 runs on 4 hits, and they commit 2 errors. For the Waterloo Tigers, they score 11 runs on 14 hits and commit 1 error. Our Rebel Bats players of the game for this game for the Windsor Stars, with a grand slam home run back in the 3rd inning, is number 12, Rowan Glasgow, a run and 4 RBIs. For the Waterloo Tigers, it's going to be the 3rd baseman, number 1, Cam Baker. He has 3 hits on the day and 4 plate appearances, scores a run, collects 4 RBI. So we'll make sure both those gentlemen get their trophy bats from us. Again, final score here from Stan Slack Field. It is the Waterloo Tigers who move to 1-1 with an 11-4 victory over the Windsor Stars, who also moved to 1-1. Again, our next game time is probably going to be around 4:10 p.m. here at the Diamond. It will feature the Newmarket Hawks and Arundel Cardinals, who both sit at 1-1. Again, thank you so much for joining in on the stream. We appreciate you joining us, and we'll be back at 4:10 with our next live game. Thank you so much. Have a good afternoon.